Time and season. It is cold up here in Atlanta, and the studio is cold, and I have several layers just to tell you that there are seasons and times, my friend. There are times when we feel light, there are times when we must zip it up because it is cold. And what this does, it reminds us of seasons. And you know what times and seasons do? They make us remove some clothes that are in the closet. And when this clothes time is over, then we choose something else. Time and season. Last time we said that time is a very sacred commodity. We must spend it wisely and promptly. Time once gone is gone. It's one of those things you don't get back when it is lost. And therefore, we must be careful in anticipating the time ahead. I know a lot of time we can't predict, we cannot tell. But there is a pattern where we can actually anticipate things that have become a pattern, a cycle that are predictable. And those that are predictable, I think we've been given the opportunity to kind of shape what is it that's going to happen in that time. We can't create time, but I think we can utilize it and get the best out of it. And whatever time provides, it's important for us to get the best out of it. This is January, the year of the Lord 2025. And the date is January 22nd. In America, we have a new president. Trump is here. And he has come with a big bang. You talk about times and season? For 4 years. Unless something happens, for 4 years, he's going to be with us. You know, the other day I was just thinking what this commodity of time can bring to us. And I was thinking the other day what people bring in our God-given commodity we call time. And how we have to deal with what time gives and the season. I was just thinking about the laws of the land, the Constitution, and what it allows one man to do. But one man who has been given the mandate by people to govern. A man who's been given authority and certain right, constitutional rights to exercise certain prerogatives. I've learned a lot this past week about preemptive, is that the word? Directives. That a president can sign a directive to say, you cannot prosecute this person. So that if there's somebody intending to prosecute me, you cannot. This took me back to the days of indigenous where the church had allowed certain habits where people could buy for certain sins and be forgiven. And when called upon, they would say, hey, I've already paid the penalty for that. Part of the reason why Martin Luther King had to put those 96 theses to bring what became the Reformation and therefore the Protestant movement. But also to know that the Constitution has put in a leader or delegated this power where, with a stroke of a pen, the president can decree and say, from now on, hundreds of people, if not thousands of people, will be deported. Or from now on, matters LGBT, gender, there will be only 2 gender in schools. Or from now on, this ceases to be the Gulf of Mexico and becomes this. You know, by the time you are quick to judge and say, how can he do that? The question is, why is he doing that? The question is, can he? And the answer is yes. Because the Constitution provides, unless the court comes in, or the Congress, to pass a law or amend the law. But as of now, there are certain things that are within his prerogative. One of which that baffles me is that people who have committed crime, like going against the enforcers of law, can be jailed and with a pen, the president can exonerate them and can have them free. Of course, it's not just in America. Even my home country, Kenya, here, there are certain times where the president can actually let people go. And it's in the Constitution. There's nothing illegal about it. The question of whether it's moral is another issue. So my point is not to interrogate what President Trump is or not doing. But my point here is times and seasons. A time for this and a time for that. Who knows? After 4 years, maybe another president will come and sign 200 executive orders. It's within their jurisdiction. Because that's what was voted in as a constitution, as the law of the land. And for him, is that I have been given mandate by people. And these are the things he said he'll do. So the guy is just fulfilling what he said during the campaign. He said, I'm going to do this. These people are not criminal. I'm going to drive these people out. People consciously went to vote him in, aware of the potential that he could do. Do you blame him? No, you knew what is made of President Trump. So he is delivering, he is being Trump. Different times, different season. My question is it more of Trump, or is it a season where Trump is just an agent of change? Whoever commissions him. You know, one statement he said, which can be interrogated, he said, people attempted to kill me, but God saved me so that I could make America great again. I can't question him that because it could be true. I don't know why God allowed him to be president of the US, and we can't question God, but he is the president. And he was given them a debt by the Americans through the vote because that is the only way you choose leaders. And you know, when leaders come, they'll govern. They will have certain prerogatives. And therefore, America, live with it. It's 4 years. It's a season. It's a time. Just like we had Clinton time, Obama time, Carter's time, Obama. What was the name of the other two presidents? Bush's time. It is Trump's time. And then after Trump, there'll be some other people's time. It's a season. It's a time. But it will have a lot of implications. People we thought that would come, refugees who were supposed to come, people who are already ready to come and be in this great nation, and the flights were cancelled. Is it today or yesterday that they cannot come to the US, bringing refugees? Some of them, I'm sure they may have gotten the ticket, they were ready, maybe they had sold their property, coming to America, being ready to be welcome, and just to hear that the flights have been cancelled. The last time flights were cancelled like that was during COVID, when President Trump called for the cancellation. I'm not interrogating Trump, actually, if you know very well. I'm just talking about the time and season and what this would teach us. But you know, we are part of it because we voted or allowed him to be in. And maybe there could be a bigger plan, whether it's divine or fate, whatever it is, we don't know. But it is a time and a season. And a lot of things we're going to learn. And therefore, when a season like this comes, what do you do? Several things. Come to terms with it, learn from it, but also make decisions on how to adjust, because every season, like now, I've adjusted. I have so many layers because this place is cold. Maybe summer will come and I'll have just a t-shirt. So you adjust. It's cold, you adjust, because that is what this commodity called time is dictating. Therefore, tighten your belts, my friends. Sit back and enjoy the flight. This flight is going to take 4 good years. If you're used to getting this is cat. This is not going to be provided. But in place of this, you're going to get that. It's a new dawn. It's a new number plate. It's a season. It's a time. But it surely will come to pass. Anything that has an entry has an exit. Where will America be in 4 years? 10 years, 40 years? I don't know, nobody knows. A theologian, Guthrie, was one of my teachers. He's passed. And after serving for 40 years as a theologian, he was asked, Dr. Guthrie, where do you see the church in the next 40, 50 years? He paused for a moment, and we were eagerly waiting to hear what this theologian come philosopher would say, because he has written many books in theology. And this is what he said: I don't care, I don't know, but one thing I'm sure, God will still be there. And of course, theology is about God, right? God will shape theology, will shape church. So 40, 50, 100 years, it doesn't matter. God will be there. And I tell you, my friend, whether it's America or Kenya, 4 years later, God will still be there. America will still be there because it's greater than any individual. So relax, enjoy the flight. The good thing, though, one of the good things I heard President Trump said, oh, people said I'm the greatest. They said this, I'm the most famous, the greatest guy in the world. And Trump said, I told them, no. There is one greater person, Jesus Christ. He confessed that. May those words from his mouth be true to the point that he will know there is one greater than him, Jesus Christ, who I want to believe he confesses as his Lord and Savior. And so, if Jesus is greater than President Trump, I pray in his private life, and I have no reason to doubt, he is going to get counsel, inspiration from that master, Jesus Christ, who is greater than him, as he confessed. And therefore, sit back. It's a time, it's a season. Trump is here. Relax. The pilot has got it. But there will be a destination. When you will hear that we are about to land, 4 years will be over. And then you will take off again. It's called time and a season. God bless you.